top me off. Like all the liquids.
I've never. Oh, is that what
Yeah,
you said?
that's what you're saying.
Okay.
That is still
Clearly, I don't know.
It do sound nasty though when you think about it.
Clearly, my mother go get my oil change for because I don't know nothing about the slang.
That's what I said. Somebody told me off.
Come on,
I said, I gotta say that to them. And it was all men. I'm like, it's not.
They gonna look at you like
what I want to do right now. You know? They said, oh yeah, top you off. I'm like, you gotta repeat back what I said. Come on now.
right. Don't
top you
off, huh? Top you off. It's already uncomfortable when I see
open the door.
Well, all right.
No, you open my door to run.
Oh, you, I just,
I'm gonna have to charge you extra. You know that.
Wow.
What are you doing?
Wow, that's crazy.
Alright, we're going to send this out to everybody. Got some people already tapping in. What's the deal, y'all? Just give us a second. And if you're here, go ahead and send this out to people. Thanks.
I like sitting in this chair. It actually represents my height compared to you.
Fuck I don't care about your height. Fuck.
I guess no one cares about your nose job.
They will when I take the mask off. What the fuck you talking about?
Hey, damn, we about to have to take like 3 shots in. That was like the shit was fired in seconds.
Right,
they didn't even get an opening shot.
Right, like let us breathe for a second.
Damn, they coming back in on fire. He's tweet.
Alright, let's send this out to folks.
I'm trying so hard.
Trying with the drink it? It's strong. Look at you talking about the teleport? Don't you get no more. They ain't even that. Oh, you put the Hennessy in teleport?
I didn't do it.
Come on, he did. You trying to get her fucked?
By
who? That's what it's by who?
She about to call somebody.
Well, she got some too. And she's not.
But I'm minding my business, so
You got the.
you on the screen. Alright.
That goes for you too. She drinking, y'all drinking the same thing. Who y'all about to? Who y'all calling? Because the text can be like.
If it was Friday.
The covers, the pillow.
So you calling the covers and the pillows? I heard that. Yeah, okay. You gonna be texting like,
Yeah,
what's
it's
in
only
the world?
Thursday and you on Thursdays.
I'm calling her right now.
Been mess around.
Excuse me. I'm dead. You can't call me. I'm up there.
Wait,
Come
girls,
mess it up.
that's what the blueprint
It
album.
didn't mess up.
That's blueprint. That's
It's
the
one
first
of the blueprints.
That's the first one. Ain't it?
I'm not sure. I don't even want to. Y'all got me documented. And lose my hip hop card over some bullshit.
Screaming.
I
I feel like that's the one we gotta know.
Yeah.
So we gonna have to look that
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Definitely did.
Yeah, ain't go to whip.
Alright.
Hi,
I'm doing my page now. Alright. What's the deal?
This shit. How do people rob people in these?
Okay, I'll be loud on this, but it's fucked up. Should have been.
Man, this shit hot.
Okay.
Talking about,
Like I heard one young lady, I think I recognize her voice.
It's some bullshit.
That's funny as hell. Let me see.
And this shit that I can't even see. What's the movie?
Read?
I've been talking this whole time.
Okay, you can talk and not read.
How?
I don't know.
What's that movie like? I think I fucking with my eye holes. Remember
Miss
Django?
Here.
Django?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't see shit through this thing. It's like
What he said he was so damn mad. That shit was funny. I can't think about what he said.
It's like my wife spent all night cutting holes in these motherfucking things. And you ungrateful son of a bitch or something like that.
That's not
all I know is don't ask for me.
She ain't mine. Be mine.
Don't ask me and mine for nothing.
Y'all think the man
We appreciate it.
I feel him though. I'm like, I feel you. That's what you said. What's the deal, everybody? Thank y'all for typing in. This is Shots Fired, where we shoot shots, take shots, give shots, shots, type shits, or whatever. We got I'm Sam,
Bills,
Chanel.
And guess who's back in the building?
Ray Bans in the
Guess who's back in the building? She's gonna give the grand reveal soon, guys. On where she's been for the past 3 weeks.
Mind my fucking business. That's what I mean.
It's under the mask.
It's brand new her.
If y'all mind y'all business, then we'll never.
All right. So let's get into it. As y'all know, in the beginning of every episode, we have a shot poured on this Thirsty Thursday, and I'm going to do the same. Do the same. Have a shot ready? We about to get into it. Let's get it. Air.
You know what,
Air.
Malachi? I don't appreciate. You're the only one. No, you gotta reach over. I'm not reaching over there.
It's-
Well, we get it. Air clean, that's it. But I'm closer.
All right. All right.
Alcohol is disgusting.
No, for real.
You said it's what?
Disgusting.
Oof.
It's literally poison.
Literally.
How do we drink this?
No.
To feel good. No.
What?
No.
Okay. Maybe in the moment, but afterwards,
In the
Feel
moment.
good.
God.
Feel good at the moment.
Afterwards, you be like, bro, why?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna get into our first topic of the day. Our first topic of the day is science versus religion. What side y'all on and why? What do y'all think about it? Like,
This is the first topic.
yeah, because I don't know if y'all tuned in last week, but last week we were talking about religion and would you basically marry someone of the same, or I'm sorry, of the opposite religion? Would you have kids with them? Would you marry them? And now we're gonna talk about science versus religion and what do y'all think about the two? Like, how do they clash for y'all? How do they get along? To y'all, like all that kind of stuff. So, where we starting from? Missy behind me. I'm just trying not to die.
She's very affectionate right now.
That's all.
I say we start with the Masked Crusader.
Hey.
Okay. I was trying to open it. He was like, whatever. In a sense, science and religion, it is meant to contradict each other. But if you actually think about it, in my mind, science proves the phenomenon that religion could be. So, like, if you think about how certain things work in the world, grass growing, how everything, it's all scientific, but how did this whole Big Bang, the whole Big Bang or explosion theory, okay, it's plausible, but it's all a lot of things, it's all metaphorically, hypothetically, because nothing is like 100% proven without 100% of a doubt. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like that's the same thing with religion, it's just faith. It's like, all right, I believe, it's willing. It's these acts of miracles that people claim that they have witnessed, they have done themselves, and we was like, oh, something good happened. Oh, that's God right there. But it could be a bit just circumstance.
Okay, I have a question before you go. So which one are you more so? Which side are you more so on?
I'm not religious. I'm not whole science either because I can't be like, yeah, I know this for 100% of the fact, and I can't prove anything. So I mean, I believe there is higher power, so I guess I'll be more on this side of religion.
Okay.
But I mean, can't discredit science.
Cool. Chanel.
So I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle because like believing it, like I believe it that there kind of has to be a God, but at the same time,
This what I was doing beforehand. I'm being quiet. Y'all causing a scene. Y'all causing a scene.
I didn't know what's going on.
Let's Chanel's game. I was trying to like the first one. I was
Okay. All right. We serious now. We serious.
because like I feel like you can believe in God and not necessarily be religious. It's too many religions for me. It's for me to be like, yeah, it's like which one? Which one we talk about?
Yeah,
Which book is it? Like, it's too much. Like, so I can't really be on 100% of like religion. I feel like nobody knows how God works, which is why everybody's trying to figure it out, and everybody just kind of making it up as they go along. Science is needed because it's like, we do need facts. We need more than just, oh, I believe that this is a thing, and you need credible like evidence, proven experiments that things. Because I swear, everybody would be walking around here crazy if we didn't have science. Science, I feel like, keeps you more religious and more realistic and more grounded. So, but if for me, like I said, I feel like there's a God because there's some stuff that science can't explain. But I would lean more towards the scientific side.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, we all know where Clinton stands.
What's up?
I mean, shit. I just say, like, people make religion. Religion was made to give us an understanding and keep control over people.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to give us an understanding, but to keep us pacified with what was happening. So they used to pray to the gods for rain, prayed to the gods for wind. Before, even way before Christianity was made, you know, they prayed to the harvest gods. They prayed to this guy because they didn't know about the science of, you know, what causes rain and irrigation and the lakes to go. And the more we learn about science, the less that we evidence, you know, the less that people rely on God for things. And my thing is, like, we only rely on God or gods, like not just one God.
Good point.
To give us a sense of, I don't know, to make a sense of understanding something we can't understand. Because you can't, science is knowing that we don't understand shit for real, but trying to make an understanding through repeated actions and trying to prove and, you know.
See why.
Exactly. With religion, it's just, oh, it happens because it just happens.
God said it.
Yeah.
Let there be light.
Exactly. Like, your son died from pneumonia, but they ain't know it was pneumonia back then. But it's probably just like, oh, well, God said it is what it is. Little nigga had to go.
God damn.
I mean, shit, that's what they be saying. They're like, oh, it's God's
They ain't say
plan.
that, but I mean,
basically.
When they say, if somebody, if your kid died and they say it's God's plan, what that mean? The nigga had to go.
He was meant to be one of God's
That's what it was. Apparently.
So
That's why, nigga, don't say that to people, because somebody gonna beat one of y'all ass for saying that. Don't throw up and tell nobody it's God's plan, because people be feeling some type of way. But yeah, so I'm on the side.
I guess this is God's plan right now.
Exactly.
Are you gonna forget? You think you're gonna forget? Go ahead, say it.
He had such a good point. Like, please stop telling people it was his time. Stop it.
Yeah.
That gets on my nerves. It was his time. No, it wasn't his time. First of all, if somebody gets hit by a car and they die, they didn't die because it was their time. They died because somebody hit them by a car.
I can see if a nigga was like 98.
You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Then it's like,
You
all
got
right.
12-year-olds dying. It was his time. No, he died because somebody hit him with a car.
Your kid got caught in the school shooting. They
Right.
trying to tell you, like,
Exactly.
oh,
Cause and effect.
Sorry.
For me, I guess I don't know where to pinpoint. Like, I don't know what specifics I want to talk about as far as religion and science, because it literally can range from so fucking much that you can like compare from each other. But for me, I feel like religion is a bunch of things that has happened, and they're like making it sound. How can I say this? I'm trying to figure out a good way to say this.
Make it sound spiritual.
Yeah, like they're trying to make it sound like it's just not of this world, but it's literally something that has happened on Earth, quote unquote. Maybe not Earth. Maybe I don't know. Like I said last time, don't quote me on shit because I'm not really sure. But from my understanding, it just seems like it's just stories. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's ways for you to have a life lesson because somebody has done the same shit you've done or you're doing in the past, and they're just kind of like giving you guidance, basically. Now, science, I feel like it is a proven thing. It's something that is supposed to be proven, but science changes every day too. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's like both of them, it's a he say, she say for honestly everything. Because who the fuck really knows on either aspect? Nobody really knows about religion and what the fuck actually is. And on science, it's all a trial and error. Because I know science changes all, like, they can think this one time, and then in a couple of more years, it's not that no more, it's actually this. And then, you know what I'm saying, a couple more years is even more different. It's just like, okay, at this point. But if I can go based off right now, I would say that I am leaning more, I'm in the middle. I can't even say either or, because they both change too much for me. Or they both are he say, she say too much for me. So I don't really understand it. But I know, I'm going to ask this question, or actually I'm going to let you go real quick, and I'm going to ask you, because I remember we talked about last week, about you was like, the earth can still be earth without us here. Mm-hmm. So I want to touch on that, because that's like the science versus religion kind of thing I feel like we should touch on. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to let him go real quick.
Well, I mean, Clint kind of said a lot of what I was thinking. I kind of feel like I lean more towards science. Just because, like, even though, like Sam said, in both of them, you can, like, things do get altered. And religion, shit get taken out completely. It used to be fire and brimstone and locusts and everything else, you know, and that's solely Christianity, but, like, it used to be that. Now, you know, they took all that shit also, because it's not, there's no need to fear-monger people as much with stuff like that. Back in the day, people was dying all the time from random shit. I mean, solely because science wasn't as advanced as it is now.
They needed something to believe in.
Right, literally. Literally, so, yeah. Science be where I be sitting.
You said more so on science aspect?
Mhm.
Okay.
Am I the only one on the other side of religion?
I mean, I'm in the middle, so I can say kind of both in a sense, because like with religion, you can put science with it and it makes sense, but you can kind of not put it with it and it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it can go both ways for me. So, but I remember you were saying last week, like, you know, without everything else would still exist without us, and he said that's why you believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand. I was rewatching it earlier today, and I still don't understand what you mean by that. I don't get it.
Because it's like I'm not super like versed on like nature and stuff, but like when it comes to like plants growing, how trees growing, how animals interact with each other, how they reproduce, how that has nothing to do with humans. That's
Right.
humans observing what's already going on,
Right.
which is how we got the Discovery Channel. This is stuff that is already a thing, and if people were not here, it would still be going on.
But what does that have to do with? I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I'm saying it's just there has to be, for me, there has to be like a higher power, because it's like, how is it like we don't have nothing to do with that, so it's just happening.
Go ahead.
My thing is, you think like bunnies and deer believe in God?
That's what I was thinking in my
Do
head.
animals believe in God?
Yeah,
They might.
they don't.
They might. You
They
never
don't
know. We
They
have.
have their own language.
I
They
ain't
have their
gonna
own way of communicating.
I'm just gonna tell you this. I seen a pack of wild dogs eat a zebra alive, and then it was a pregnant zebra, and take the baby out, and while the baby was still kicking, they ate
I see your point.
the baby zebra too. And then the other zebras that was around the zebra just ran, and some of them were just standing there watching, like, damn, that's fucked up.
I mean, that's like
You
this
telling me-
society. It's
I
like
know.
somebody get shot. Shit.
I mean, but that's crazy, because if they really believe in God, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
No.
people who really Christians, that shit
Somebody
crazy.
was
Right.
like,
I don't know.
yeah.
Oh,
When
and
somebody in the
animals-
zebra crowd was like,
animals-
it was his time to go.
I'm like, the way, I mean, but if all I'm saying is, if crocodiles was Christians, they would not do niggas the way they do. I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Animals
They,
are not
I seen a crocodile rip a
religious.
zebra's
It's-
face off,
Animals are not
'cause
religious.
It's Christians out here that do some foul shit.
but they not true Christians. then.
But that's what they call themselves.
Technically, that's what I'm saying.
That's what they call
That don't mean
themselves.
what a Christian's supposed to be.
Talking about just because a
All I'm
wolf
saying
call
is-
himself a sheep, does that mean he's not a wolf no more?
No, but all I'm saying is science can explain animalistic behavior, and they
Yeah.
repeat itself time and time again to the
It
point
does.
where we can trap and hunt certain animals to damn near extinction because we can predict their habits over and over again.
Check this out.
That's what's separates us from other animals. I mean, but crows are actually starting to learn science. There's a lot of animals that are smart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so let's, for example, even Christians or people who use religion as their lifestyle and why they do things. You have people with a mental illness that uses a religion. They call themselves a Christian, or they're outright they're deep into their religion to the point where they feel like God is telling them to do things. You see what I'm saying? But we've learned over time that mental illness is a thing where the brain is doing something to the point where they're having hallucinations, they're hearing things, or having
And some people,
stuff like that. You see
some
what I'm
people
saying?
say God talking to them, and that's just you thinking.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying though. It's like certain
Dog.
things can be
That's how the Bible got written.
Bro, right, thank you.
probably. You know, it's so crazy. That's crazy.
I feel like that's shots
I don't know
fired.
if y'all heard what he said, but he said that's how the Bible
That's
got written. If you
shots
actually
fired
think
right
about it, like
I'll take a
But
you
shot.
heard,
If
you
you think
heard.
about it today though, if a nigga came up and said like, "Oh yeah, I just wrote this book because the guy told me," or if a woman came to her husband and said, "I have not had sex, I'm still a virgin, but I'm pregnant, baby."
They gonna be like you crazy as
Version
hell.
But no, we getting sidetracked though.
No, but no, that actually makes sense though, because if you think about it, like the fact. Okay, so for example, the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary, right? We're gonna talk about that real quick. The reason why we're gonna talk about that is because he was doing shit because of his upbringing, but at that time they didn't know what the fuck anything. They didn't know anything about mental illness. His mama had postpartum depression, and she didn't even.
fucking mental.
No, his mama had postpartum depression, and she was on hella medication.
Oh,
And
yeah.
while
I
she was
didn't see it.
pregnant.
I didn't
His
see
whole
it.
pregnancy.
No, her whole pregnancy, she was on medication because they didn't know what was wrong with her. She after a while, they ended up diagnosing her with postpartum depression. But while she was while she was going through that, they gave her
No,
hella
that's
medications, and she
that
was
shit
pregnant with
really
him,
changed stuff,
taking
like-
any kind of medications, right?
Yeah.
They can fuck with your brain.
Okay.
They can fuck with anything. And my thing is like they're not understanding what mental illness is at this point in time. So they're like, oh, he's just doing it. He's normal, or he, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. It's like mental illness And that was only a couple. That was like 1990 something. You see what I'm saying?
It's not to say like this is to take away from what he did to those.
No, not at all. But what I'm saying is that like imagine they just not knowing what mental illness is a couple years ago. Imagine way back the fuck when this Bible was written.
No, nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
They literally used to throw people in an insane asylum for anything, and you couldn't get out.
No, nigga, and don't let you say shit
sure,
about science,
nigga, you not crazy.
Nigga,
Sure.
Nigga, they killed
Exactly.
Niggas been dying. Like,
Exactly.
no, the world is not the center of the universe. Oh, nigga, this nigga crazy. Send him to jail.
And that's what I'm saying though. Like,
Lock that nigga up.
So I'm really trying to understand how the hell this person was able. Okay, so do anybody know like where the Bible actually like originated? Was it through some type of other language or
it was
or
definitely
script?
translated from another language. Yeah, it was that, and that's one reason why I can't read it because one, y'all don't speak that language.
Right? How the fuck who told y'all that?
Because you don't even know what it say for real.
Y'all going based off of some nigga who said something that meant something that meant something that meant something.
Basically,
like nigga, shut up.
And then which version we talking about?
Because
Okay,
I mean, we speak in English now.
It's
What does this mean
multiple
in English?
you remember telephone?
Yeah.
Play the game telephone,
Yeah.
and you just
Right.
constantly telling somebody something else, and then
That's in the same room.
it ain't
It was
exactly.
once a vengeful God, now it's like, oh, is he peaceful God? It's like an eye for eye, but no, that's not the same version, and you gotta read this verse because he's a peaceful God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm in the middle of both because
Yes.
religion can get rewritten in a whole different aspect later on, and science can also be proven again.
The difference with that is when science is getting pre-written, it's other studies that has been done.
Okay.
When the Bible get rewritten, niggas just be feeling a different way. Like, you know, if I write it this way, it might benefit me. It's whatever. Science, like, when they do it, they have to go through a scientific method now.
That's
like,
true.
you gotta do
Okay.
this, literally the scientific method. There's no...
This one's just evolving
I
with
never heard
people
of
and
a
emotions
religious
in a
method.
sense.
Right? Is there a religion like?
They
what
like,
is
I
it?
don't know
Religious
if people gonna
method.
keep riding for this
Okay.
one. This book ain't
Go in,
looking
change
too
a couple
good
words.
for us.
Is it I wonder if it's the process of like being able to publish a Bible? Like, what's the process for
Because
that?
somebody got the
It's a
patent.
book.
Somebody got the patent,
What
so
if
they
you-
can write whatever they want to.
It's something else.
Go in there, change a line to make it seem like it's something. That's why people be so confused because it's
So,
just.
Pastor, what does it mean when you say?
Well,
But being a pastor gonna always be a hustle.
I'm screaming.
Because folks want to believe, but they
you
don't know
know,
what they.
so I wonder how churches choose their Bible. Like, which one you gonna base your church off
Let me
of?
take a shot.
That's shots fired. We had a couple shots fired. In
Yeah, I was about to say, niggas been shooting.
You know, I'm starting to lean more towards science. Don't get me wrong, I still believe in a higher power and all that, but I'm starting to lean more towards science simply because it is literally, you can literally just publish a book and just say what the fuck you want to say and say it's a Bible and this person's version.
And think about it. If it wasn't for science, we wouldn't have penicillin. We wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of like just
Thank you.
antibacterial stuff, just, you know, peroxide, all types of stuff that science has given us. Airplanes,
Oh, a lot.
automobiles, cell phones, Wi-Fi, light, motherfucking light stands, whatever those is, you know, indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. Like think about
This
where
is
science
hot
has
water
got
tank.
us versus where Christianity. I mean, maybe Christianity got us far, but I'm just saying Christianity got a lot of niggas killed. Science saved a lot of motherfuckers.
I mean, but hold on, because science got a lot of niggas killed too.
I didn't say Christianity, religion. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to attack Christianity. Religion that got a lot of niggas killed. But science has killed the motherfuckers, but science has saved a lot. Imagine how many people would have died without
It's an
penicillin.
even balance.
Or
I will
just,
say that.
you know what I'm saying?
Versus religion, and they be like, well, kill that motherfucker because he talking some shit. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You said you healed them with what? Herbs and shit. No.
I'm just saying. Like,
Put that nigga on the stake.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's heresy right there, my guy.
_ love GG said, does the Scientology building downtown give tours? Might be a great trip for y'all.
It
I actually agree,
does.
that sounds lit.
It
I ain't
does.
gonna lie.
Yeah, they should do that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
that was
I
love
Scientology or the science center?
Yeah.
No, Scientology. It's a
It's
Scientology
right
building.
there.
Like the Tom Cruise religion?
It's downtown.
Yeah.
It's right there on
I'm
Jefferson.
screaming.
Tom Cruise.
So, you know, when we go, because we're gonna schedule a trip to go. We're gonna like go live.
You wanna go?
Yeah, I want to go.
I want to go too.
I'm gonna be an asshole.
Oh, I was gonna also touch on
You
like,
cannot.
No, I'm just judging everything.
like, oh really? Oh,
Like,
really?
so how does that make sense though? Like, that's what I'm.
Don't be asking the tour guide. Don't be like, nigga, I don't know. I'm just showing y'all shit.
She said I'm here for
No, because if you're a tour guide, you better be a
Yeah,
part of
you
the
gotta- yeah.
Scientology.
And you better know some shit. I'm
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
it should be on your resume.
Because
I was gonna say-
how'd you get hired?
I was going to touch on the fact that you were saying like religion back in the day was meant to control the masses.
It was.
Now that I completely agree with, and it's like now you see how our generation isn't really.
Do you think it's a difference from this? I'm sorry.
No, I think it is a difference because I feel like our generation isn't really that into religion as much as we used to be. And I feel like the more you kind of go on, the more we like, because we saying fuck that job, we saying fuck a lot of shit, okay? Our generation is just not going for, you gotta prove it to us at this point. And I feel like that's why more people are probably leaning more towards science, because they're like, you gotta prove this to me. You can't just telling me I can't, first of all, I can't have sex before marriage. Let's start, like, they're not going for none of that. That's probably one of the main things.
That is the main
You know what I'm saying? They're not going for none of that.
A lot of motherfuckers, unless you like in one of them harsh religions, they be on that.
That's what I'm saying. Like no generation, these generations these days not going for that.
Islam motherfuckers. No,
when you get beat and sodomized and shit.
Yeah. Well, why we both do the same?
Well, I guess but I also can say that it do depend on your culture as well, because that ties into it.
We're not finna talk over this shots fired that we're supposed to
we were supposed to take a shot a long time ago.
Oh my God.
What's the shot towards? Somebody remember?
Everything.
All the shots.
Everything we've said.
Gosh darn. We definitely gonna vlog it. Almighty Slee said we should vlog it. I gotta learn how to do that. I'm a little old. We will.
Put it on YouTube, basically.
You younger than me,
Shots
Sam.
Fired podcast.
You gotta record everything.
You
Like,
younger than me, Sam.
That's my point.
We get one in that.
Anyway, we'll do that.
but yeah,
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, like I was saying, I don't feel like our generation is going for that nowadays. So they gotta find something else.
Yeah.
At this point, because religion ain't gonna cut it for everybody. We gonna do what the fuck we want to do. We better tell me why I shouldn't do it. Give me a good ass reason. Otherwise,
Folks left the church a long time ago.
What you mean? They still in the church. They left the church and they still in the church.
What I will say is though, and I just learned this because I've been talking to my grade. My grade about in her 70s and shit. She made this for her life. She believed in God. So when I talked to her, it used to be like 10, 15 years ago. I used to be like debating with her. Nah, I don't even. We just be talking. Like I just be asking her questions because I'm like, you debated this far. She believe in what she believe in.
Right.
Like, you know, she ain't hurt nobody. She been a good soul her whole life. So if people do believe in a religion and it makes you a good person, whatever be it, then fuck it. But it ain't for me. I'm a science nigga.
I will say though, like, in some instances, I am glad that religion is there because hell puts fear in people and it causes them to not do the badass shit that they're possibly thinking about because they might go to hell. I would say that is probably a good thing because ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck could happen in this world without it.
I mean, that's how cults are formed. I mean, they want to believe in something.
Yeah.
They want to believe in something because people are so like, what they call?
I mean, I hear you, but I still say.
Right? Wait, 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. You said?
I was talking about how cult.
How cults are formed.
Yeah, what's it? Goddamn, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you said that's how cults are formed. You said.
It gives people something to believe in. It's like, okay, I don't know what to follow. That's how people like, oh, I'm impressionable, or what's the other word for people be like, I can't do it because I got a highly addictive personality, shit like that. It's like you want to believe in something so bad that you want to follow this just because it gives you peace of mind.
Yeah. It can make good or bad people. But
I was gonna say, I was just saying, boo to the fact that like what you're saying, like it instills fear in people, and it doesn't instill fear into everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody that's a part of the religion is not afraid of what God might do.
That's how you got Satanists or whatever they call it. They don't want
No. I'm honestly, most of the time when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about the people who are still in church following and going to church for like I would just say Christianity and shit like that. They in there, they going to church and stuff, they doing stuff in the church, but when they leave the church, it's a completely different story. They're not living based off of what they talk about in church. They doing whatever they got to do to make that bag or whatever they got to get in order to keep, whatever appearances they have.
yeah, it's just not everybody. Yeah.
I feel like the majority. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was gonna touch on what Clint said, like about his grandma. I feel like when you choose like science or religion too, it also like matters what time period you were born in.
I agree.
It depends on how much money you have. It depends on what class of people you were born in. It depends on how much privilege you feel like you have, depending on if you believe in God or not. So it's like dependent on that as well. So it's like.
I can agree with that. Actually,
I'm just like stating like statistical numbers in a sense, like the amount of people in religion. There's going to be a certain percentage of those people who still do fucked up shit outside.
But the majority is going to try to stay in prison.
Which is why it's kind of still working.
I would say to a certain
just
extent.
as good as hell? Prison.
No.
I was just gonna draw the correlation there because I was gonna speak on what Rachel was talking about earlier.
And that's still not scary enough for me.
I know, but listen, human nature. Because I was just having a conversation with this human nature. Human nature. If people have consequences for their actions, they know there's going to be consequences. They're less likely to do it. It's a deterrent. Say, for example, if there was no consequences of robbing a bank, everybody would be robbing fucking banks. Nigga, we would be sitting up here talking about we can go hit that shit. Right. But we know if we rob this bank, we can go to prison. Right. We don't want to go to prison. So guess what we think about?
Walk in with a banana.
And that ain't everybody though. It's, it definitely narrows it down.
Which is, I will say that kind of goes hand in hand with religion, simply because let's say, okay, I mean, granted back then they still used to do fucked up shit if you was looked at as like a witch or whatever the case may be. They used to kill you, put you on the stake and stuff like that. But like you said, prison kind of is like, okay, it's the next best thing besides hell. Cause like, okay, you don't believe in hell. Yeah, but this is the next best thing that's gonna get your ass in trouble in some kind of way.
You're at the lowest social status of a person.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well you're not scared to go to hell, but okay, we're gonna give you something else. You scared to go to prison now.
Right. Say, how about we fuck your life up forever?
Basically.
You ain't gonna find no jobs.
Nothing.
You can't vote.
Nothing.
Your taxes is ours anyway, nigga.
You're at the lowest social status.
So
you can only live in certain places.
So I'm a man of science, but I do prefer religion to be here because I know that without religion, the majority of people are only good because religion is in place.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's,
yeah.
What you just say that, Sam?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that.
So we kind of need some type of structure. Humankind needs structure.
Yes.
And we need discipline. So that right there allows a form of the people who are not disciplined without having it. There's some people who, don't have to believe and can still discipline themselves. Like, I ain't trying to, saying that they better than anybody, but, like me personally, I just feel like shit. I don't have to, whether I believe in hell or not, I believe when we die, we die. So I'm just going to enjoy my life, but I ain't out here just fucking niggas over. Because I still believe in the golden rule, because I don't want people to fuck me over. You know what I mean?
Though they still do.
I mean, yeah, they still do, but I can't let that make me fuck everybody else over.
No, I'm not saying that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta go to sleep at night. I don't know how them niggas sleeping.
And I also feel like that gotta go
They
for
be sleeping comfortable as fuck.
Shit, you don't know what demons them niggas be dealing with behind closed doors.
I mean, as far as like, okay, so it's like nature is science in a sense, right? Or no? Is nature science? Do we consider nature science, or what do we consider nature to be?
I would say no.
Okay, so it's like with science, like you said, if we didn't have religion in place, our nature would take over because I feel like, for example, okay, I'm gonna keep bringing this up because it just kind of makes sense to me. People who do bad things, right? Sometimes it's an impulse. It's sometimes a nature thing for them. It's something that's is embedded in them, and they just gotta do it, right? Let's say they gotta kill, right? It's just something that's their nature taking over. They're not gonna give a fuck about a religion. I can't help this. This is what I need to do. This is something that I need to get off of me, right? And that's why I said. That's why I'm saying comparing it to animals. Animals don't have a religion because we don't do the shit that we would do. You see what I'm saying? Like if we didn't have religion, we'd be doing all kind of crazy ass shit.
But I got a question because like in religion, it says God says to like accept people for who they are or something along those lines or whatever. Are you supposed to accept people like this?
I mean, but in the same Bible, it say them niggas going to hell and they need to be condemned.
That's true. I mean, but they also say that about niggas.
That's true.
If a nigga is poor,
it's like I say it contradicts it because if you don't accept somebody for who they are, but they're committing a sin, how am I supposed to accept
is hell a thing if God forgives all and He's?
That's why. Okay, so this is why for a long time I was saying God and Satan are one and the same person.
Apparently. I was talking to somebody who read the Bible. I don't know how true this is. They said heaven only got a certain amount of spots.
Heaven screaming. I need to read the Bible.
That's what I said. I need to read that. I need to read the Bible like through and through. I read a couple comments or this other comment.
I got them done reading.
Mark,
she already read it.
I'm dead.
I got the first 3 pages of Genesis, and I was like, all right.
That's what I said. I said, you know what? I sat there and I said, okay, if I'm gonna have a comment or an opinion about religion, I probably need to read the Bible.
I
Okay.
mean, but when you read it, because honestly, when I was reading it, it was like I ain't trying to disrespect the Bible either, but it was like reading like Percy Jackson, like you know what I'm saying? Because it's like
In a sense.
it's like the shit that it's like a fantasy. It seemed like it'd be like on. You know, the creator, this almighty being made the world, created this. We have a chosen person. They broke the rules, and then he got a multiple chosen people, like different sagas. But and when you look at it from a real point of view, that shit like first of all, how he get all the animals in one spot?
Thank you.
Like he traveled the whole world and gathered all the animals, and the animals come to him. And then second of all, you know how much all 2 of every animal weigh? Come on, now.
Sorry.
You talking about Noah's Ark? What's that?
I'm screaming, cause you gotta relax.
Oh.
I'm screaming.
Go ahead and read that. Read that.
Nah, you
Speak for it.
Yo, why you want to be messy? Why you want to be
Wait,
messy?
I'm reading
Right,
more than the
right.
comment. Why I gotta read it? That's
What's
what
going
makes me
on in the
messy.
comments?
No, that's her work, cuz. That's her work.
Like-
he ain't gonna say it.
No, don't. You just.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, he is.
relax.
Sorry, guys.
Relax.
Not sorry, guys, but
I'm
yeah, he is.
screaming.
Damn, that's fuck.
Not y'all choosing.
But I'm sorry. I read it down and read it in the comment and said.
My nigga, you could have read the Kodak comments if that was the case. It's like, skip on that.
I
this
mean-
one right here, though.
No, I told you told me not to read it.
Exactly, because it.
And then y'all said,
That's what you said, skip.
right. I mean, shit. I was saying he could read this one, but I read it.
Because you
That was
messy.
quiet.
Relax.
Me? Yes, I'm messy.
Oh, go ahead and read that. Nigga, what's wrong with you? Just off of that, we need to take a shot. Because go ahead and read that. Like,
Oh, she said not for her, but yeah, so tell friends. Absolutely not.
That's funny. That's funny.
Why I take a shot?
Talking about put
I got
I
everybody
said
take a
we,
shot.
that's what I
okay, okay, so this.
No, because you messy. That's why we taking a shot.
No.
Just to tell you.
But back to the question at
Yeah,
hand.
funny.
Why her picture just not popping on the
Look,
screen?
close this up. Wrap this up, man.
Yeah.
We talking about it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
definitely
my
should.
god. Yeah, this is low key. This is the this is the best topic though.
Yeah, Love
Sorry.
Gigi said, I do want to come by y'all live audience one day though.
Oh,
Yes.
go ahead. Go,
You
already
already
told
told me
me
that.
that.
That's some bullshit.
Come on.
That's
We don't
what
we gotta switch topics so we would
we can have
Yeah, she got
something to
something else to
say. We can keep going. It's fine.
it was up to you.
So I feel like we all majority is leaning more towards science.
Yeah.
One religion. Like I said, I'm in the middle, but I'm
It's like we
So you
We
want
in-
a
it's
60,
like-
60-40 cut?
yeah,
it's
it's not
like,
for me.
we understand why religion exists. However,
Right.
people have questions.
No, I got my main question is why is it that we are okay with still believing in something when we know throughout history they have literally killed possibly millions of people for no reason?
I mean, it's the same thing with segregation and fucking Jim
No,
Crow
that's
shit.
not, that ain't science.
I mean, it's not science, but they kill people for no.
But
no
most
reason.
people were
It's like,
religious
oh,
though. What
That's
the
more.
fuck?
That's more.
I was just
Yeah,
saying,
like
no
these
one
God-fearing people kill
These
people
are
because it's like,
people-
oh, you did this.
And people, it's so funny because people ain't even out here living by religion. Why they be talking about
My bad. Look, okay. Okay. Thea said, "Girl, I don't." She said, "If you don't call me Thea, acting like you ain't met me." I know to say everybody Instagram names, so like people can come like to y'all pages.
Yeah.
Oh, and also because we got Facebook over here too, so they can know who we talking about. But Thea's @ is __ love Gigi if y'all want to get
You
in
didn't
there.
expose her. What she want her page up there?
I mean, she commented, so.
Good comment.
You're right.
But anyway, so y'all want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah.
All right.
What's the next
Oh, are we taking a drink to the
We
next
should
topic?
be.
Science.
To science.
Did I already read
To
to
air-
science?
to
Hold on.
airplanes, to iPhones,
To the higher power.
to good
and
liquor.
we don't even know
To the
what yet.
higher
to
power.
good liquor, to automobiles. You know what I mean?
To the reason why we.
To toilets. To toilets. Come on, to showers. Everyday baths. Soap.
So,
Yeah, all that is science. Like,
Come
okay.
on, stop playing.
I guess.
Yeah, bro, come
But-
on. Think about your lives without science.
no,
Where would you
toilet,
be?
toilet paper? Oh, no.
Toilet paper is science.
Where
yes.
would y'all be?
Where would you be?
I don't even know what yeah.
Ooh, that's crazy.
She
That's
ain't
true.
praying to God.
That's true.
Because you think about it, religion only ties to behavior instead of other shit. But you know, I don't know.
I mean, it's talk other shit on how we got here.
Shoes, underwear, clothes.
Excuse me.
She got it. She got it.
Yeah, that's how my fucking shit stood. All right.
Transportation.
Man.
Everything.
All right. So the next topic is bringing up something from the past that you forgave someone for. I don't know what the question is. This is just the topic. Basically,
Is it fair? It was.
oh, is it fair? Oh yeah, is it fair to bring up something old that you forgave someone for?
Absolutely.
You said it is? Okay.
You said it is fair?
I guess we're gonna start from here.
Go
Go ahead.
If,
Okay.
if you are a repeat offender, as in, say, we've had this conversation and it comes up again, of fucking course I'm bringing it up. Because you clearly ain't learned your lesson the first time.
That's it.
In statement, yeah.
Okay, so what if they like didn't do it before, but it's something that kind of triggers you when you end up bringing it up, or something triggers you when you end up bringing it up again?
If it's along the same lines.
That's not
That
fair
means
because you
you
forgave
basi-
for it.
I mean, I did, and you did the same shit, basically.
No.
Not basically.
Okay.
Shit.
If it's the same thing, it's different. But if you if you keep bringing it up like and you in an argument with your women,
Mm-hmm.
not me. I mean, probably me included. We bring up old shit all the time in the argument. It was like, okay, why? Well, you still did this shit. It's like, okay, you said you forgave me for it, so why do you keep bringing it up?
Nah, but see,
Because we talking about whole discipline. We talking about how I came home at 4:00 in the morning. You sitting here talking about, well, you didn't take out the dishes.
Okay.
No, because that same day, you wasn't answering your phone till 4:00 in the morning. Now you coming in at 4:00 in the morning again? What's going on here?
That's the same offense.
That's the same thing.
We're talking about something that triggered, like she said. Thea said, took the words right out of my mouth. Triggers. It's like something that really like don't even have nothing to do with that. You be like, you go again doing some dumb shit, just like you did this or whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they didn't even have to do it. Nothing to do with this situation.
Sounds like a lie.
Generalizing everything. So what you saying is, if you do some bad shit, all the bad shit you should be lumped together, regardless if you were forgiven for it or not.
If you're a repeat offender, if you keep breaking the rules, I don't know what to tell
So
you.
this is what I just said.
So okay. So I guess the question is, why forgive for you? If you, first of all, do you forgive? Let's start there. You're gonna ask that question.
Great question. Great question.
Do you forgive?
Look,
No, she don't.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to forgive you the first 2.5 times.
So after 2.5, it's like I ain't forgiving shit.
What's the half? What is the half? Wait a second.
What does that mean?
It's like
I feel where you're coming from. I can't wait till it's my turn. I can't wait.
No, because it's like
confusion.
it's like I'm not even gonna give you the whole satisfaction of this conversation. This is basically your third offense, but I'm just gonna cut it short because I don't really have a point in talking to you about this.
Okay.
You know what you did 2 times. Now we at 2.5.
Okay, so you're saying that like it don't matter what it is, you only give 3 strikes. Like it's 3.
2.5.
Yo, my bad.
2.5.
2.5 things worth of disrespect or whatever the fuck the case may be.
You a good one. I'm more like 1.5.
But you're not really saying that. Okay, this is the topic though. I guess the topic is after you forgave somebody for something you forgave them for.
Excuse me.
Like, is it fair to bring it up
He
again?
don't
But
forgive.
you still say
That's the point.
No,
Okay.
Got 2.5 times.
okay. I'm just making sure that everybody
It's a
understands.
repeat offender.
Okay.
That's my main thing.
You fuck up, and you fucked up at halftime.
There you go.
I don't fucking tell you.
Like you said, but so for me, I ain't gonna cap. Like I've definitely done it. I don't think it's fair though. I'd be like, all right, it is like you said, it's triggers. It just be like, you gonna do some dumb shit again, bro. Like you didn't learn from the first dumb shit you done did. I'm like, may I remind you of the first dumb shit you done did? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just let you know, remind you again of the things you fucked up at. But like, no, don't get me wrong. I'm learning now. Like I'm growing more now, where I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Did you just chuckle?
Goddamn.
I said I'm growing.
Y'all about to get this nigga in trouble.
I'm growing more so now where I don't do it, but I try not to do it. Let's say that. But like I don't believe it's fair though. I feel like if you forgive somebody for it, but like you said, if you do the same thing. I need a water.
No, I'll take one.
Within the same.
But like, I guess okay. One thing I can agree with him on it. If it's in the same spectrum, okay. If it's like familiar, if it's similar in a sense, then yes. But if it ain't got shit to do with that, I'm not bringing that up.
In a sense, yeah.
I'm not bringing it up if it don't got shit to do with what we talking about.
I'm not finna pull this card out like
But that's the truth. You just see it. I just said.
I just asked you a specific question.
She said in the spectrum, and that's.
I asked the same question.
No, well, she basically said like it's not the same thing. Like, but I'm saying if it's similar, if it's like it's technically the same thing, but if it's not the same thing, or even if it's not similar, I'm not gonna like pull it out the bag. Like
you weren't listening.
No, I might have misheard that part. My bad. No,
so you would or wouldn't? Let's go ahead.
I'm not pulling this card for no reason. Like that's what I was trying to say. I kept saying randomly. I'm not pulling it randomly on you. I'm only. I'm only pulling it when you keep doing shit along the same lines. Cause that's not cool. Like, why I gotta keep
I'm gonna read a couple more before you go. Okay. Impress100 said definitely bringing it up. Like, wait, I'm gonna ask you this real quick. You gonna bring it up even if it had nothing to do with what y'all talking about at the moment? And then Stellar Galactica 23 said, I forgive but I don't forget. You got 3 times to do the same shit and then I'm out. I used to be petty and lump it all, or I was a tit for tat, but I'm too old for that BS. I'm about to be 30. If you gotta do it 3 times, you is who you are, and I'm gonna leave you at that.
Do it one time, you out of there.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we get it, but
I think it's like different levels to everything.
Yeah, we're talking about like it's not the same thing. I mean, I know, like he said, you got like 2.5 times to do some fuck shit. But if it's not the same thing, and you sit there and you bring up something that you forgave somebody for, it's like, did you really forgive them? But go ahead. Oh, right. He got
rid of purpose. Talk hella shit.
Listen.
Run it up.
When you go to court, right? when you go to court, right? That's all I'm gonna say. Niggas will go to court. On my soul. You might have did something. You might have did a carjacking. You might have did whatever. When you go to court for something new, guess what they looking at?
That shit you used to do.
That shit we already charged for. It don't matter if we forgave you for it. Like, yeah, you did your time, but nigga, now you're a repeat offender.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm not saying necessarily bring it up like whenever she just pissed you off or something like that. But I also believe in patterns. Okay. You know, so if you already did an offense and now you're repeating the patterns, like you don't even. He said 2.5. This is 1.5 for me. I ain't gonna need
1.5.
1.5. Like it's like once I see you repeating the same patterns, it's like, you know what, I ain't even finna go through this again because I understand, like, you know what I mean. But,
Before you go, Twisted_T said, "What is forgiveness
for the week?" First of all,
what the fuck? God damn! Wait a minute, Chanel, who hurt you? God damn it!
Let's go for
real. Who hurt you? What the?
I think that requires a shot.
One time is a mistake. 2 times is a choice.
Okay.
You don't get to hurt me multiple times like that. After a certain point, you're choosing. You're making a decision to make the wrong decision.
Okay.
1 time is a mistake. 1 time, okay. Maybe lapse of judgment, regardless of what the situation is. You might have been confused, whatever. 2, 3, 4 times, you're choosing that.
You want me.
So after 2, 3 times, ain't no forgiveness, sis. Forgiveness for what?
After somebody
like anything, like relationship. I was thinking as far as like relationships, like because it's like would you forgive?
If I get that, I'm catching flight.
So would I bring it up after? No, because we won't be together.
Oh, I feel what you're saying. Okay, that's good. She said we ain't even gonna be together for me to bring it up again. Type shit. Go ahead.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. This shit hot as hell. I can't breathe. Okay. Anywho.
Hey.
Right, y'all see the nose?
I didn't took it off. Y'all put it back on.
I was just saying last time.
What are you talking about?
Y'all see the nose job?
Yeah.
Like, no, she got no nose job, y'all. We playing.
Got a brown skin friend. Look.
I got here. Man, okay. I feel like everybody has brought up old shit in an argument.
Yeah.
And it's just human nature to be like, you keep fucking up and this is one of your fuck ups. But when it comes to like forgiving, you mainly forgive for yourself so you don't hold on to that negative energy. That's what forgiving is for. It's for you. It's not for the other person. But it's a difference between forgiving and not forgetting, because you can remember all the stuff because you this is a pattern of behavior that you're recognizing. It's like, okay, I get that you keep doing this. I'm not gonna bring up in the same realm of shit. Like bringing it up. It's like, nah, I forget you for that. Now I'm not gonna keep bringing it up because it's gonna keep having a negative effect on me.
Exactly.
So if you do the next thing and it's like in the same category, I mean like, all right, so why the fuck do you keep doing it? Because I'm not gonna bring up the old shit. It's like, okay, what made you do it this time? What's going on? What's going on here? Like, let's get down to the root of the behavior. And then if you do it the second time, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Because the first time, okay, depending on what the circumstance is, we can forgive. We can move past it. But it's like, if I keep bringing it up and shit, why? It's just like you drive yourself insane trying to be like, you keep doing this shit. You did it before. You did it before. You did it before. It's like, damn, I'm trying to be a better person. Like, let me be a better person. We into an argument about some old different shit, and you keep bringing up my past. You're not bringing up my present.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I want to ask a question.
So in the sense, if you want to do shit like that, you gotta be equals. Like they want to do is the same amount of good shit. Bring up the same old good shit that they keep doing. Like don't put that negative energy in yourself. But yeah, like I don't think it's fair to fucking forgive somebody and keep bringing it up and you in an argument about something completely different. Same room of shit, understandable. But forgiveness is more for yourself.
I just have a comment before you talk. For me, y'all different than me. I can hold a grudge and be very peaceful.
Thank you.
I can sleep very well at night hating you. It's fine. It's fine. I can sip my wine just the same. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just different.
I definitely feel you on that because...
Okay, go ahead.
No, my thing was, if your spouse cheat on you, right? Say, for example, they cheat on you and you forgive them. And then your problem is that they not answering their phone and they out there like 1 o'clock in the morning.
So security's playing into place. If you forgave them, you can't just be like, that's always in the back of your head.
I mean, but when y'all arguing and you telling them why you don't like it,
it's your own insecurity.
I don't think so. I feel like
you
at this point in time,
yeah, you created insecurity. But if you forgave them for it, then that's different.
But if you're doing things that you like, if you cheated and you are not gonna, if we had a conversation about when you're gonna be home and you don't contact me, and you're out past the time you said you're gonna be out, then that means that you're now disrespecting me,
right?
And you're now creating an insecurity in me because. You know for a fact that you cheated, and you know for a fact that you had this conversation, but you're choosing to be out late knowing that that's gonna fuck with me. That's not right.
Then now it's a different problem. Now it's a communication issue. It's not the fact that
it's all of the above.
But the communication issue is compiled with the cheating issue. Because maybe if you didn't cheat on me in the first place, I wouldn't have a problem with you being out. I might have a little bit of faith, like she ain't never did shit to me before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At some
maybe
point, she would have had to lack communication in order to cheat.
That's not necessarily true.
I mean, not necessarily, but even after somebody cheat on you, you still feel some type of way. Like
you can forgive them, but if you like you say, forgive and not forget. You can still forgive them, but you can, my nigga, what you doing?
But the first thing you say if he's like not that they could be hurt because if they didn't cheat, the first thing you think is like, oh, they out late. Are they okay? That would be the first thing in mind if they didn't cheat. So now that person could still not be okay and something did happen and then now it's like, okay, you cheated, now it's automatically you out here doing some fuck shit.
Okay, so how about this? How about they get home an hour or two later and ain't nothing wrong, they just didn't call you, they just coming home late and everything peachy clean and they about to go to sleep peaceful.
Now we need to have a conversation on why you didn't communicate because I now have trust issues because now it's a work in progress. I'm not about to bring up you cheating, but it's like I feel some type of way because
when you say I have trust issues, when you got trust issues,
that's a whole different category. I'm not bringing it up. I'm like, yes, you cheated on me, but I'm not about to sit here and be like, you cheated on me. This is why I got trust issues. I'm not about to bring it up.
But it's in the back of my head.
No, so to have that conversation is different. It's like, okay, why are you coming home
As soon as
late?
you say
I have
trust
this.
issues, he gonna say why you got trust issues.
But no, that don't have to be. That's a dumbass question. Like, no,
You shouldn't even have trust issues. You know I'm honest with you.
like, no, it's like we have to have a different conversation. Like, okay, I'm mad that you didn't communicate with me because we had an agreement beforehand.
Right.
So now we have to have a different conversation. Now I gotta be like, well, you cheated on me before. What makes it something different right now? No, that's not what we're talking
She's
about.
not gonna throw it in his face.
Exactly.
She just more so.
I'm
gonna
like
say,
ask probing questions.
I ain't gonna throw it
to
in
get that
Like,
answer.
to have a conversation, it's like, okay, you forgave them for this. They're back here, but if you keep throwing that shit in the face like, damn, like, it's not that.
I ain't gonna throw it in the face either, but you can say it in a certain way, like you already know, you know.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to, oh my bad, sorry.
No, I'm just saying you already know. It's like it's a certain way I feel about that after
Mm-hmm.
what you did. Like I took you back against all my
Right.
my instincts. You know what I'm saying? So you already on probation, probationary period.
Right.
Quite
So
literally.
come on now.
That's basically what I was gonna say. Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's fair. That's fair.
It's
It's like, come on now.
But y'all had, but now this is a communication issue. Now this is a different
Okay, that's
issue.
true. Okay, I can get that. I can get that.
Okay.
But it's like, come on now. Like,
You
know.
your innate
You
thing is to be like,
fucking
you're a
wrong,
fucking cheater.
nigga.
Why the fuck did you do that? And you know
Cause
you
know what I'm about to think. Like, you know what I'm about to
One
think.
and a half times with me.
But it's like we already create our own narrative.
Yeah,
Let's not do that.
I do that a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna read a couple comments real quick. Stellar Galactica 23 said, forgiving is basically clearing it up or wiping the slate clean. She said, but if I done forgave you,
no, it's not.
she said, but if I done forgave you for the same shit 3 times, I'm hoeing myself.
Okay, right.
Forgiving is wiping the slate clean.
Okay.
Forgiving is me, you know what I'm saying, all right, I'm gonna move past this for both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't finna forget that shit.
She also said, honestly, it depends though on what level of forgiveness you deserve. You fucking up my money, that's the 2 times.
That's a one-time offense.
That's a one time.
You say you fucking around with somebody else,
And don't let it
how
be about
good
money.
she look and what she bring to the table, cause put me on too. I'm dead. You a
Oh
different
my God.
You say you fucking up my credit, that's also a 2-time offense, cause bro, what the fuck is you doing? So she said there's levels to it.
That's
She
what I'm
said.
saying.
She said there's levels to whatever offense you
Now,
commit.
you fuck
Like
on my credit, that's a one-time offense.
that's a one motherfucking time. The hell?
You barely get the one because I'm covered.
Barely.
Thea said we already in the bushes. What you mean? Like,
Like
what?
literally.
She said she followed her uncles.
No, really.
It's over. It's a done deal. It's done.
That's
offenses, yeah.
Stella Greco, she also said, see, there are levels, and then Thea said, no, fuck that.
You don't have to fix
Stella, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead. You said what?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Stella Galactica said, it's 4 a.m. and my lover won't answer. She's singing, I don't sing that though.
What's her name?
Oh, yeah, what's her
Melanie
name?
That's funny as fuck.
Thea said, I have a sensitive nose. I'm going to smell your lie. No cap. Go ahead to sleep. I'm going to check those location services just to stand firm on what I already know.
Damn.
And then Stellar Galactica says, Thea C, no, I ain't staying in nothing. I got to do all that for her.
Exactly.
And then Thea said, no, if I have proof for me personally, it gives me the foundation to stand solid on. Now that I agree, I need the proof, baby.
Innocent and proven guilty. Once I get that proof, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm putting that on the
You
table.
cheating on me the first time was low-key the proof. So,
Yeah,
I'm good.
okay.
After that, I'm not about to do all this.
I
I'm not going to
mean,
be
but
Inspector
I
Gadget
feel
in
that,
this
yeah.
bitch.
Once
I'm
I see
good.
the same patterns,
Sometimes
it's
you
over.
just wasn't sure when,
Yeah.
how, or
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
So you be like, I need more information. I gotta
depends
stay here.
How
a little
long y'all been
longer.
together? There's other.
Hell no,
factors that
how
come
long you
into
been together?
No, if you've been together 20 years, I can see you saying, okay, after he cheated the first time, okay, I'm going to check the second time.
I'm like,
cheating.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cheating is a deal breaker for me. I'm not standing
I'm good
shit.
on
I
it.
get cheated
I'm
on
good
before.
on it.
I'm not doing it.
Huh?
I ain't not doing it.
That's what she got the schematic
That's what I
on.
wanted to ask.
What you talking about? Dudes gonna be hip. These
That's
guys
that
be
toxic
taking y'all
shit.
back.
Bro,
We cheat back over here to
nah,
fuck you talking
these
about.
days women cheat first.
Look.
We gotta clip this. What time is this?
No, he heard your bullshit because that's a goddamn
No,
lie.
that was struggling like, damn, what nigga you think that was us?
That's crazy.
I do think that.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that, bro.
He
No,
said,
you know what that was?
You could be
Projection.
doing everything right.
Oh, yeah, that was projection.
That was what that was. Yeah.
No, they all
Projection.
did the.
No, we did the what the fuck?
No, I don't cheat back. No, if you cheat on me, I'll damn near none. That's the one time offense.
No,
Me too.
I will say something. I will get in a relationship and be in there to cheat back if you're a certain amount of wealth.
Okay, so I don't have to.
Stay, but
If you Bezos, I mean, I'm not gonna leave you, but I'm gonna still have my leg on the side.
Alright, so.
no, what was you going to
Nothing.
We all want to know.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Inquiring minds.
Thea said, playing devil's advocate, people can change.
Okay.
They
You don't believe that.
can.
Clint don't believe that for real.
I don't believe that, though.
Yeah.
No, I do believe people can change though. Because I used to be an asshole back in the day. I'm a
still
little bit of
an
an asshole, but I used to be a major asshole. Like
Alright.
fucking.
Okay, I guess I can bring what I was saying. Back in the day, okay? Not in like today's time.
Preferences for saying it.
You know, seriously though, like back in the day though, like if I got cheated on, I definitely was leaving, but I would stay a little bit longer just to fuck with them. Like I would stay just a little bit longer to show you who the fuck you done fucked with, because I am not one of them. I can show you better than I can tell you, and that's me. I ain't want to all of that.
No, I want.
But
okay, we're gonna.
I would really, because I'm like, how the fuck dare you? And I, I'll be a good girlfriend, so I'll be feeling very much appalled. Okay.
You cheat on me?
He's flabbergasted. Okay.
How dare you?
So,
Niggas be like, I'm perfect. The fuck?
I would stay a little bit longer just to be like, all right.
You gotta get your get back.
All right.
I gotta get my lick back. The fuck you talking
Then I'm
about?
a dick. I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Get it back in
I'm
blood.
leaving.
Nigga, no, it's
And
gonna
I'm
be you
going
be
to-
crying by the time I'm done with you. Fuck
Type
you.
shit.
Nah, for sure. I'm definitely leaving.
I don't know.
And then I'm going to wait for you to call me back.
We damn near out of time because it's been.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Y'all want to do
witnessed it
the
happen.
final shot?
I mean, did you start like what 9:30?
Yeah, we I don't know what time do we start?
I got down here like 9:05 a little bit.
Oh, should we way past it?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
It was past 9:05 though. It was not on. It was
Not 9:08.
I literally finished my last twirl at 9:05. So if it was 9:08, then no. I looked at the time as soon as I finished. So stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Time. Let's nah.
All right, so this was a good ass topic. I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad we ended on my little shit. Can we say something else? Somebody say something else?
We gonna know that.
We can't know that.
We gonna know that.
We getting on this shot though.
Why we want it on that? Don't get that from me real quick.
See, that's what I was saying.
Phone about to die.
Hurry!
Nigga ain't got no sense of urgency.
None. Oh my god.
What the hell, Malachi?
All the talking is gotta load up. He had to load up. He had to.
He hit the load.
She should have charged her shit.
No, it
But
was
then
free
I got his own windows. He's like,
No, he had to load up.
Alright, so we're about to go ahead and end this pod for the one time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Next week I'm gonna post what we're gonna be talking about next week on our story. So go ahead and put your post notifications on. I will let y'all know what we're gonna be talking about next week. It's gonna be really good. And we're gonna go from there. Shots up, everybody.
Right as Kenny from South Park.
Wait, I hope so.